Okay, let's quickly look at this business framework for startups and expansion. Business framework for startup and expansion. So this is very easy if you have done a complete idea validation. Very easy if you have read, of course, you have gone through the business management 101 course, and of course you have done the business packaging services for your products. So this is just to do the icing on the cake on our fourth day of the virtual bootcamp, and then we can get to action where I'll be asking you guys what are the next steps and how do we make it work. Now, so we're going to start with the first framework is focusing on business startup. This for those some of you have already started already, so you may just get to perfect some things as I explain, and some explanations may link to a lot to business idea validation, but it's just now a process to do that. For those who are still to start, hope it helps. And I've always emphasized you don't guesswork and build a great business. If you want to build an amazing business, it is your responsibility as a business person to ensure that you are able to create the right business atmosphere with the right systems and strategies and all of that. So let's look at product service launch framework, which is a startup. You already have everything. You want to start. What are the things that you need to put into place that will enable you to start? Like, okay, you already have your packages, you already have all of this that they have created, you already have a product that you think is good for the market, you have validated that your service is needed in the market, you have done all of these things. Okay, so how do you launch? What are the things that you need to consider when you're thinking of launching? Now, when you're thinking of launching, the first formula for this framework, of course, is this, which is what we have done already on the packaging stations and idea validation. How will you describe your product? Include features and benefits in your description. This is when I just need to have this part of your packaging already. Like, it's good as a business person, if you want to launch, always make sure that you have all the features and benefits of your product, because it's very important for your launching stage. When you're launching a business or a product where you cannot clearly communicate the features and the benefits in your description to the target market, you will have challenges in launching effectively. It's going to influence your business launch negatively. So make sure you have that well written down, not in your mind, well written down. What are the, like what I was telling Mispa, right? So maybe she can tell one of our packages, just list all the health benefits, all the features of the seed and all the health benefits, all of that, and it works. Number two is, who are the ideal users of your product? It's very important to make sure that if you're still at the startup stage, one of the most important things to achieve is to clearly establish your ideal users, because you cannot launch big, you cannot launch everywhere. You don't have the budget to launch everywhere. When you have your ideal users, you go there and you sell to them. You go there and you talk to them. If you know that your ideal users are university students, okay, go to the university, go to a higher institution and sell to them there and talk to them there. That's how you launch. You don't sit in your house and you're doing mass promotion, mass marketing, all of that. You're going to have challenges in being sustainable as a business person. But when you know your ideal users, the best way to launch as a startup is to identify ideal users, know their location, go there and launch there. Go and find a way you can talk to them. Okay. So list their top 3 users and their profiles. So let's say like what the seed and maize is selling, for example. Who are the ideal users of the seeds? What are their profile? Okay, maybe she was mentioning that people have said that gastric users say that it comes gastric. Okay. And if you notice that gastritis is a big issue around her community, that can be her first set of ID users, right? And then their profile. Okay, profile of these ID users are people that have been suffering of gastric for a while and they have tried all kinds of medication and it's not going. Okay, that's the profile. There are parents or there are people between the age of 30 and 40, 50, whatever, but just create a profile that can enable you to know these are the perfect group of people that can do that. Okay. Number 3 is, what challenges are your ID users facing that you believe your product will best address? Okay, like Mespa is saying that the seeds can help people who are going through weight loss. Okay, that's good. That's a challenge. Somebody who is overweight, right? It's a challenge they're going through, and you believe that your product will best address that particular thing. So you need to create a package. You need to create a communication channel. You need to create a marketing message that can communicate to these ID users, hey, this is your biggest problem. This is your biggest challenge, and I got the solution. My product can best address this challenge that you're going through. Then it's a very important phase in your launching stage. Number 4 is what aspirations do your ID users have that your product can help them achieve? For example, let's go back to the weight loss. Okay, guys who are heavyweight or chubby or fat, I don't know how you want to call them. Their aspiration is that they want to have a slim, sexy, nice looking body so they can dress well. That's their aspiration. Okay. So how can you help them achieve that? If you cannot create a service message or a service package that says, okay, you know what? If you buy 10 chair seats and use for 7 days and use for 8 days, morning and evening, do the following things, you'll be able to achieve your aspirations of a nice, small, sexy body in the next 3 months. So here you're communicating the process of helping them achieve their aspiration, right? So let's take like accounting 360 services, what Mary is doing. Okay, the aspirations of a business person, you know what? I don't want to have issues with taxation. I want to just be fine. Okay, good. So I have a package that can do that for you. All your headaches of tax situation, all of that, I'll take them out for you. All you need to do is pay my fee every month and give me the information I need every month, and I'll solve that. And at the end of the year, you will have an easy transition without issues as far as that is concerned. Okay, do that. So you need to put, these are checklists that you need to put into place that will qualify. Are you ready to launch? And if you have them in place, you will be able to launch actually. Because many people launch the wrong way because they don't have these things in check, that they don't have them written down or structured. And some people launch and they're afraid. Will I succeed? Will I not succeed? Type of day, are we going to make it? Because they don't have all of these sorted out. That's the main aim of this launching framework. So you have all of this sorted out. You have this in your checklist sorted out, and you know this is what I need to do, and I need to have it ready before I say, okay, you know what? Tomorrow, Monday, I am going out to the field, and you're going out to the field ready for business. Okay. Number 4, explain how your product will address the challenges of your ID users or help them achieve their goals. Yes, explain the how, explain the process, explain the value creation in a way that they can understand. Okay, so if let's say if Noel, if Noel has seen a house that has been built for a while, and the landlord or the person doesn't have money to actually repaint the house. Okay, and Noel has to do painting services, and the person needs to paint the house, but maybe the payment is the issue. Okay, Noel can say, okay, this is a challenge that my business can sort it out. Actually, we can paint your house for you, and all you need to do is we will give you a payment plan, and you can pay the painting fee in 3 months or 4 months. And you guys can agree on consequences if he doesn't pay. You can sign an agreement, you take it to the police and legalize it. Whatever they want to do, you can do that. And you can say, okay, we're going to do this. Number 1, I'm going to do a review and give you the cost of painting your house. Number 2, we agree on the cost. Number 3, we sign an agreement where you're going to pay 30% of the money upfront or 40% upfront. The rest of the 60%, you're going to pay in 3 months or 4 months. We sign the agreement, we legalize it in the police station or in the court so that we can hold you accountable tomorrow. The company can hold you accountable if you don't pay. Right? Step 5, we start the work, we paint, we make sure the house is in order, we clean the house, and all of that. You see? So there's a challenge there, and he's explaining to the client this is the process that I will go through to actually sort out the challenge, make you happy, and we are happy. Number Formula number 6 is describe your marketing plan and channel. Describe your marketing plan and channel. So yes, how are you going to market? There is no launching that's effective without a marketing plan and channels. What are the various channels that we are going to ensure that the value that you're creating, the products you're creating, will reach to people that can consume that particular product? Okay? We can go back to Noah, for example. Maybe Noah can be business promoting on Facebook, and maybe those who really have houses that they're painting on the Facebook. Okay, Noah can say, okay, you know what? Maybe the best channels to get customers would be for me to let me create flyers and go to the Jangi groups. Let me find locations whereby there are elderly people, there are people who have been matured. Because there's a market like Noah's market that age can play a very important role for you to determine where your customers are. For example, how many young people between the age of 25 and 35 have a house of their own that they need to pay? Like in a country like Cameroon, it's a very small fraction, right? But okay, but it's possible in Cameroon that somebody who's 36 years and above that already has a house. Very possible. So where can you find most of these people? Trust me, not on social media, because they don't have time to go on social media. Where can you find them? Okay, you can find them in churches. You can find them in men's and women groups. You can find them in community initiative groups. You can find them in some high-profile events and seminars and conferences. Okay. The best way I can do this is to get my flyers in their hands. Okay, that's good. How do you do that? You get them there. You get them there, right? This class of people, they like to read newspapers. Assuming, okay, fine. You part out a local newspaper to get your painting service on the newspaper. You can do that. You can, right? So you find more ways to do that, and that's how you get your marketing or your value in the hands of the right people. How do you plan to distribute your product? Yes, very important. You are not able to launch a product if you have a distribution plan. So if let's say, for example, NESPA is working on a school, on a language school that you want to run, okay, that's good, but how do you distribute it? How do you distribute the value that the school creates? Okay, it's simple. Those who are available in Yaoundé, they can come to the campus and get connected to the experts on campus. That's distribution. Okay, those who are not available in Yaoundé want to take the program. Okay, let's create a virtual school where we run live training sessions on Zoom, on Google Hangout, on Microsoft Teams every Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for our virtual students all over Cameroon and other countries. That's distribution. Maybe you're going to create handout and create assignments people do and submit through handout. That's distribution. Maybe you're going to create videos and put on YouTube and send them links for them to watch. That could be distribution. But you need to have a plan. Like a MISPA, or somebody buys the product in Boya. Okay, how do you get the product in Boya? You're going to go to the park, pay 1,000 francs through Mosambo or Mondial or whatever that's going to Boya. It goes to Boya, you call them that arrives in Boya, or you ask the driver to call them, they arrive and they come and collect, and so on. Have a plan for distribution. Don't try to launch a product where you don't know clearly how will I get the value from my place, from my office, from my laptop to get that value to my customers in a way they can afford it. Next is what partners, agents, distributors would you work with to accelerate their growth? Very important. You cannot launch alone. There's no way. Let's go back to Mespa, who is working on her school. Let's say that you want to launch and you want to get virtual other partners all over the country to use. Okay, that's good. So she needs the Zoom class. She needs the Zoom platform. She needs the Google Hangout platform. She needs YouTube to upload her recorded sessions. You see, those are partners. Those are distributors that she needs. You see, maybe she needs to partner with a day school and use their campus for evening classes and start from there. That could be a possible partner or agent that she can work with. Okay, but the truth is that in every small business, for you to launch, there are some people that can work with you and accelerate their growth, and you need to take advantage of these people. Do not be alone. Do not be alone. Okay. Number 9, which is very important, establish your startup cost and how you can start small. This is one of the most important things in launching a business. Establish a startup cost. A startup cost is what are all the things that I need to start up this business. Write it down. All. Let's say you need 2-room house. You write 2-room house, cost this. You need 1 computer, write it, 1 computer, cost this. You need transportation, you write what are the costs that you are going to incur to start this. The aim is so that you are not stranded halfway. I have seen people come to me as stranded already. They say, okay, I have used 2 million in this business and I need extra 1 million before the business can start effectively. I am lost. I don't know how to raise this money. I'm not able to get a loan because I don't qualify. My friends are unable to give me this money because I'm totally lost. Can you help me? Even me, I'm lost too. How can I help you in that kind of situation? You see, when you establish a startup cost, okay, this is how much I need for this business to get off the ground. This is how much I have. Can I go? Can I go ahead, or I should wait? Or I should raise more money and add up the startup cost before I can start? Can I start and manage in the process before I grow the business? That's your problem. You need to decide that, but have that. And then how can you start small? How can you start small? For example, instead of waiting to start big and have many customers, how can you start small in your community? How can, let's say, for example, instead of Mavis waiting for the day that someone is going to organize a physical event and all of that, how can you start small by organizing a small Zoom session with your friends or with business people around you, and doing a small free seminar on Zoom? The topic could be in a benefit of or how daily financial reporting can increase profitability of business. That's the topic of your session. You do a flyer, you promote it, you buy data of 500, 1,000 francs, and you sit and you have a session with them. And that's how you start. That's how small you have started. From that training, you're going to have people that are going to indicate interest. Oh, I'm interested in you, blah, 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 and all of that. You see? So, but you find a way that you can start very small and you can launch, because without this starting small, you're not going to launch at all. But you need to have a plan of action. How do I get to work now? How can I start small now and scale in the process? Okay, then if you go through these 9 frameworks, then you are able to launch your business without being worried. You're going to launch your business from the place of information, from the place of determination, and with the right thoughts that can guarantee that you're on the right path to sustaining your business. And after this, now, this is where the Business Management 101 course comes in, because you need the skills listed in that course for you to start the right way and grow the business sustainably. Good. Any question at this far? Any questions? Okay, good. Yes, Mavis, go ahead.
Yes, sir. In terms of distribution,
Yeah.
coming to APS, for example, I am not very clear on the distribution and the marketing. It's almost the same thing.
Yes. Now, it's almost the same thing, but it's not the same thing, because marketing is you taking action to know that these are the services that you provide, right? Now, like yesterday, I was asking you, do you do work in the Southwest region? Indirectly, I was asking, do you distribute your value in the Southwest region? You understand? That was not marketing. That was distribution. So if a client is asking, what if a client asks you, maybe I've ever had that question. Somebody has never asked you that, now that you're based in Duwala, I'm based in Yaoundé, how do we work? Ever received a question like that?
Yes, yes.
That was they were asking for your distribution plan. Even me, I received questions like that. Or I want to coach you. I want you to be my coach. I want to work with you, all of that. And I'm based in Yaoundé. I think you're not based in Yaoundé. How is it going to work? That's distribution. How are you going to distribute your value? And I always answer them, oh, it's fine, no problem. I can work with you from anywhere around the world. The one, how am I going to work with you? Okay, the one is we're going to schedule a video call so that you see me and I see you to prove that I'm a real human being, right? And in that video call, I'm going to need the following things, blah, 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 and all of that. And step 2, I'm going to offer you the following materials to start working on. Or I'm going to have sessions once a week or once in 2 weeks and all of that. And step 3, I always come and look the only when I'm coming one time of the office for us to meet and talk one-on-one and all of that. You see, that's distribution I've shared to them, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's the same for you. Do you do work in the Southwest region? Do you do work in Korea? Okay, yes. But you need to go further and explain how do you do this? Oh, don't bother. Step 1 is that we're going to do a call for me to understand your business, understand what you're going for, all of that. Step 2, I'm going to send you an invoice and action plan on the work I'm going to do for your business. Step 3 is I will come to Korea on the 25th. But as I do some work at that station or wherever appropriate, I'll find a way and come to your office and we'll talk about it. So we have answered their question and you have communicated to them how you will distribute their value and get their problem solved. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Any other question? Another question? If not, then we are going to move to expansion framework. Okay. Hold on a moment. Right. All right, good. So let's proceed. Oops. Let's proceed to. So for those who have started already, this can concern you on how to expand. For those who are still to start, this is what you can do when you're starting and you want to expand your business. This is one of the most basic frameworks or fundamental frameworks that if you get this framework right, any other strategy somebody can teach you in expansion will work. But I've seen people have tried to work on expansion and a struggle because they are not qualified to expand yet because they didn't have a few things right. Okay. One of the first steps for you to expand your business is identification. Identify the areas within the business that needs the most help. Within the business that needs the most help. Are we there? So these areas can be like your team. These areas can be like your internal operations. These areas can be your product. These areas can be your packages. Maybe your packages are weak. You cannot expand a business with the wrong packages or the wrong value. But look for those who have started, look within your business. It could even be your own skills as a founder or the CEO that needs help. There's no way a business will ever grow beyond the strength and the abilities of the founder. There's no way. So which areas within the existing business already needs the most help? Identify that and start sorting that out immediately. That is the foundation of business expansion. Never try to expand your business on the outside. It can still be production. Production. Your production is wrong and you're focusing on marketing and marketing and marketing. Okay, what if you have 10,000 customers and your production is so terrible, the process is so terrible that you cannot even recruit, supply 25% of the customer's request? How are you going to expand? It's totally impossible, right? You see? So, how identify the parts that need the most help. Number 2, identify the areas in the business that needs immediate and long-term acceleration. Now, this is not help. These are parts that are working, but these are things that you know that if you accelerate, if you accelerate the work that you put in that particular area, it can challenge your business. For example, maybe your marketing strategy is working right now. Maybe when you do any small action right now, you get a lot of customers. Okay, how can you accelerate that marketing strategy into a bigger dimension with bigger resources, bigger actions, so you can get more results, right? Maybe your production, for example, what you produce, you get to have a lot of stuff. Okay, what if you buy additional machines or you recruit 2 additional staff to join production and increase production and acceleration? Or maybe you recruited sales agents and you notice that sales agents are actually producing a lot of results. Okay, maybe you're going to recruit more sales agents to accelerate the sales in that particular area. Get a point? So identify areas in the business that are already working that you can accelerate for better results. Number 3 is identify areas in business that have the best chances for a new market, for new market growth, defining where the opportunities lie. So let's say, for example, let's go to, like, MISPA made a very important sentence. MISPA said that some of her sisters have informed her that the chia seed that she's selling actually calms down gastric. Identify areas in the business that have the best chances for a new market growth. Maybe she can now go on the internet and find out what is the percentage of patients that have gastritis in Cameroon and what age group. And she may come across a research by the World Health Organization or National Institute of Statistics and all of that. And she can see, oh, I think gastritis is a major thing in Cameroon. Maybe she can now create a chia seed package that focuses only on gastritis. And she can create marketing messages that focuses only on gastritis. And boom, that's a new market. And when a new market happens and there are sales, what happens? The business automatically expands. You see? So it actually works like that. So what are the opportunities that you can see in your business that have the best chances? What are those areas? Take advantage of them, define the opportunities, execute, and you'll be amazed how your business will actually expand if you do all of that. Okay? Good. Number 4, establish prioritization for projects. Establish prioritization for projects. See, every business has projects. Every business has projects. It could be a project of just buying a laptop. It could be a project of just buying equipment. Let's say like buying painting equipment. It could be a project of just having an office. It could be a project of just having a website. It could be a project of just recruiting 2 staff. It could be, but every business has projects. But there are some projects that if you prioritize and execute them, when you succeed to complete the execution of that project, automatically your business scales to another level. Like about to enter new year, I always advise my clients to do this. What are those projects that if you achieve, if you execute next year, just 2 or 3 next year effectively, it can take your business to another level. The project could just be to relocate the business to a better location. Okay, you know what? Leave a funny quarter and come to Aqua. Go to Bonamosale, go to Bonaberi, go somewhere that you're going to have higher chances. That's a project. Okay, you prioritize that and you get to work. Oh, the project could be that you want to help all your staff to have new laptops so that they can work efficiently. Okay. If they work efficiently, are they going to serve more customers? And the more you serve more customers, the more sales and profit you make. Okay, fine, go ahead and do it. But what we are saying here is, if you're executing a project, prioritize that it is one that if you execute it well, it will advance the growth of your business. It will advance the growth of your operation, the growth of your sales, and the growth of your profits. Track results, improve, and implement. track your results, improve them, and implement. There is no way that you are going to expand your business if you don't even know whether you're green or not. You understand? If you don't even know whether you're green or not, it is your responsibility to ensure that you're tracking results. That's why it's good to do monthly reporting. So you know, this month, last month we did 500K. This month we did 1 million. Last month we did this and all of that. Okay, so which area of the business brought in more sales? You see, okay, this area brought in more sales. Okay, what action did we take in this area that brought the sales? Oh, we took the following actions and that happened. Okay, how can we improve on this action? Okay, let's implement. You see, that's when you do that, you are able to actually scale your business and expand to another level, because you cannot expand what you don't track. You cannot grow what you don't measure. Okay, if you're like the chair seats, okay, how many seats did you sell last month? How many customers bought the seats? How much did you make as total gross sales? How much did you make as profit? What was working? What made you to sell more seats last month than the other month? Okay, track the results, improve on them, and implement, and that's how you expand your business. When you do this, a lot more good things will happen for your business. So those are the foundation things that if you do right now consistently, I have seen it happen like in one piece of our clients when they execute all of this framework that I have shared with you. Majority of them always bring in feedback in the second month of execution. I'm talking about positive feedback. Always bring positive feedback in the second month of executing this particular framework. And when that happens, when they bring that now, we must not do one-on-one and also because the frameworks are in levels. There's a more advanced framework that is not useful to you until you have started achieving some certain results based on the implementation of this foundational framework that produces good results, tangible results to hundreds of thousands and even millions. I think yesterday I was sharing in the group how one of them, my mentees, was able to make 387,000 francs a week from his business, right? And we had a session and we focused just on this framework. Okay, he started already. He needed just to expand his operations, his activities, and produce more results. And this is what I taught him. This is what we spoke about and challenged him to implement. And this is just his second month of fully getting to work as a mentee who is already taking action. You see? So take time, pay attention to this, look at which one. In all of this framework, you can even choose just 2, 3 and execute for now, or even one that you say, okay, see this one, I think this is what my business needs right now. You execute it, you can even take 3 points from this framework, execute it, and you start seeing results. So your business dreams are possible if only you know what to do and how to do. Now you know what to do. After this 4 days bootcamp, you know how to do it. The question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to get to work, or you will keep on saying this is not going, it's not going, it's not going? And trust me, business is not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's hard so that if you can do it, who are willing to pay the price to do it. Okay, questions on the business expansion framework. What did I talk about that you don't know how to execute in your business? Raise that now and we can conclude.